Hey, energy party people. It's that time again. And it's also the time that the heater just kicked on, if you hear blowing in the background. All right, so let's go ahead and smudge the space. And we'll get ready for some magic. Woo! And in case I didn't say it already, I've got a lot of things going on in my head. Welcome to another rousing episode of Magic Mondays, whether you're watching live or in the future. So let's smudge the space and we'll play my beautiful theme song, care of Artica Productions. Here we go.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Colleen.
Okay, thank you, Paulo Santowood. Okay, so welcome to another rousing edition of Magic Mondays. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Colleen McCann. Okay, well, Yvonne is here, so you know what that means. It's time for a personalized theme song. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure we've got the volume up. We are not looping the track. Look at me learning. And here we go, Yvonne.
Yvonne is in the house. Check her out.
Hey, Yvonne. Thanks for being here. And let's see. Yay, Shannon. Shannon's here. She says, hi, everybody. Okay, Shannon, you know what that means. It's time for your personalized theme song. Let me find it. Here we go.
Shannon is here. Hey, Dr. Shannon.
All right. So, yeah. Welcome to Magic Mondays. It's Monday again already. Yeah, a lot has been going on in my world. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty good. And by pretty good, I mean very good. I have submitted my manuscript for the third round, possibly the last round of edits, to the lovely Julie. I did that last night, and I reread my book, just tweaking it a little bit here and there. I reread it over the weekend, and I hope it doesn't sound arrogant to say I think it's really good. It's like it's weird to say that about something I've written. Yeah, but I think it's really good, and I think it's going to help some people find their magic, like for realsies. And by the way, Coop says, "Hey there, everybody." Hey there, Coop. We'll catch up with him in a moment. But first, let's talk about today's this week's sponsor. Hold everything. Where is it? Oh, maybe if I go to the right place. Here we go. All right. I'm going to use my magical ticker tape option on StreamYard. And today's Magic Mondays is sponsored by Tight 5 Security. Tight 5, like tight 5 fingers in a fist. Are you a stand-up comedian with a stalker? Consider Tight 5 Security. Stand up to bullying, and they'll give you 5 good reasons to back off. Type 5 Security will beat your stalker to the punch line. That's right, Type 5 Security. Mention Magic Mondays for one free punch with brass knuckles for your stalker by Type 5 Security. So mention Magic Mondays. That's right. Okay, thank you, Type 5 Security. Yeah, so let's see. I haven't written a whole lot of notes this week because I've just been kind of swamped. I've gotten a lot of stuff done, which is amazing because I have big chunks of time where it feels like not a whole lot's happening. Yeah, but I'm quite encouraged and optimistic. Yeah, just about this year and moving forward. So, yeah. And I'm hoping that you're already aware of the first annual Fatty Awards, Fatty as in faux or fake ad awards. And this comes as no surprise that the winner was Chris Rock's Paper Scissors is the winner. Yeah. And I got a really great, I mentioned as part of my newsletter, I mentioned that Chris Rock's paper scissors are not to be used with hair, Sadie. Yeah, and this morning, after receiving the announcement of the winner, Sadie sent me a humorous, strange thank you or acceptance speech for winning the award. And I told her it's kind of odd. Well, first of all, it made me laugh out loud. But I also told her it's a little odd that she's accepting an award. She was just part of the warning label. Like she really doesn't have anything to do with the product. But anyway, you're welcome, Sadie, and congratulations. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, and I was going to say happy birthday, Martin Luther King. It is Martin Luther King Day, I believe. But there's little chance that it's his actual birthday. I haven't looked this up, obviously, but his birthday couldn't always be on a Monday, right? Okay, well, I'm glad we've got that important stuff out of the way. And being a holiday for a lot of people, that means either fewer or a lot more people will tune in today. And either way, it's all good. And I think some people just tune in simply to get their personalized theme song. And to that, I say, that's absolutely fine with me. Yeah, the theme songs are fun. What can I say? And if you want your own personalized theme song, well, either watch live and check in and tell me you're watching, or send me a private message and I would love to create one for you. Yeah, so I'm going to play a theme song for a friend of mine who's been recovering from some stuff. We'll just say some stuff. Yeah, and she may or may not be watching, but in case she is, here's your song, Pam.
They call her Pam. Welcome.
Welcome. You got to love the
They
dismounts on my.
call her.
You got to love how great I am with my control board, if you will. Let's see. Oh, good. So Art and Erica are here. Good morning, everyone. Hope you are all well. I hope you're all well as well. So let's get back to our theme songs, and here's yours.
Art and Erica, Erica and Art. Thank you for joining us, doing your part. Yeah!
Yeah. Oops, almost played it again. Okay. Yeah. So if you haven't already, I suggest you sign up for my weekly newsletter. It's a great way to stay in touch and just be constantly reminded if something weird happens in your life or something's going on you can't figure out and you want to try it energetically, or you just want to keep up to date on my book. I highly suggest you sign up at Energy Healing with Colleen for my newsletter. Yeah, I plan to do it indefinitely, so which is good because I put it in my book at the end. That's a great way for us to keep in touch. Yeah, and it's looking, so I had a fabulous astrology reading from the fabulous Mimi at GaiaBlooming.com, and she gave me a different take on when it would be best for me to release my book. And the other person who had given me a reading last year, yeah, she said, oh, there were all kinds of auspicious dates in April of this year. However, it was during Mercury in retrograde. She had said, like, well, there's so many other great aspects. Don't really worry about the Mercury in retrograde. And Mimi is like, no. And Mimi has known me just about as long as I've been doing energy work. Yeah, and I trust her opinion more than, well, I have some amazing astrologer people in my life, but Mimi is among the top ones. And if you want your own fabulous reading by Mimi, go to mimiclark@gmail.com. Okay, so I was gonna say something else, and then it just like flew out of my head. Oh yeah, so and it's interesting with the other person's astrology reading. I just kind of based like, yeah, I'm shooting for mid-April. I didn't even check in with my pendulum to ask about those dates, but that lit a fire under my butt to get my book edited, do my part of the book edit. So anyway, so I'm grateful for that reading, and I'm extra grateful for Mimi's reading because it looks like the winter seems to be it's a little bit later in the year than April, but my plan is to launch it June 6th. And let's go ahead. It's 11:11 on the West Coast. So let's pick a picture. Well, let's pick a picture of my book cover in process and make a wish. Okay. So, yeah. So June 6th. Oh, and as wow, as Mimi pointed out, um, like if you look at it just written 6624, that ends up being 666 in some circles. And at first I was thinking, no, I am not religious, but there's just something about that number because of what people say and religion and whatever. I'm like, like I've always thought if I had a license plate that said 666 on it, I'd be like, no, we're gonna redo this. But she helped me to see that like this is an opportunity to take 666 back. In China, it's apparently a really good luck number. Um, yeah, and there's a lot of Chinese people in the world, and so maybe majority rules on this one. And apparently 6 is a very feminine number, and you can look it up. You won't, but you can look it up and see that 666 is not inherently evil. Yeah. And I'm thinking that, yeah, it's been, I can't think of the right word, but it's been made into this evil number, probably because it is very feminine and it's a way to keep females down and keep the patriarchy in place. And to which I say in my ladylike way, fuck you, patriarchy. I love a lot of men. This isn't about all men, but yeah, mostly white men making up older, especially white men making up the rules for everybody. I think I don't know. I'm sure I'm not alone when I say I've had enough of that. Yeah. So that being said, 666 is going to be my release date. Um, and Artica says, just like pentagrams are also not evil, right? And, it makes me think of I remember going to a friend's house years and years ago, and she was an Eastern Indian woman, and, like, born there even, and part of her decor in her apartment was, like, kind of a tapestry, and it was covered in swastikas, and I saw that, and I'm like, "What in the hell?" Like, I does not compute. I'd only ever associated that symbol with, well, anyway, horror. Um, but apparently the Indians had it first, and the Nazis took it and made it their own, and kinda like 666, they fucked it up for everybody. So anyway, so reclaiming sixes for us gals and for all of us. And when women do better, we all do better. All of us. That includes the men, especially the men. Yeah. I remember there was, of course, I never saw it, but there was like a documentary, like A Day Without a Mexican. Like, how would, like, specifically California survive without Mexican people? Yeah, and how would men survive? How would men survive, um, if all the women stopped doing their thing. Yeah. Anyway, Antarctica says the Nazis stole that symbol because of its great power, right? Yeah. So, well, that being said, I don't know if I have anything else to report at the moment. So let's bring on my good friend Coop, and let's bring him on and let's find his theme song. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. Here we go.
Ooh, ooh, we're catching up with Coop. We're catching up with Coop. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
everybody.
Howdy.
Wow. So I still haven't got a haircut, obviously. I don't see myself very often. So
Well, I'm glad you could do it on camera. Yeah. So how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. I think I'm pretty on track here. I got I think probably the next 2 weeks I'll be finally working again. Like I'm going to be doing the notary public signing agent thing,
Awesome.
mortgages and stuff like that. Because I guess there's still I don't know, people still need places to live. So even with just the hint of rate hikes coming up, or there's already like more activity and houses are selling for like way over asking price. And anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be reviewing my. There's a class to be notary public, and then there's a class after that to become a signing agent. So like what to do with all the mortgage forms and what to show, what to say, that kind of thing. Where to get the signatures. So I'm reviewing all that, and there's a company called Coast to Coast Signing. They're the ones who actually get the appointments.
Okay.
And so I call in and say, yeah, I want to work today. Where can I go? And they'll send me wherever. So yeah, works out about $1.25 an hour. I mean, $125 an hour. So
Okay. I'm like, what?
yeah.
I took that too literally.
Plus travel time and gas and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, it will be. I think if I could just do like 2 a day, that would like almost double my income. so yeah, a nice part-time job that is flexible and pays well. So yeah, that's going to take a lot of pressure off. So yeah.
Well, I officially start my mystery gig that I keep alluding to tomorrow, and I'm very excited, and I look forward to being less secretive about it soon. Yeah, lots of things in the works. So is your dad? Is he doing anything with his?
No, not really. He was kind of held up because his eyes are going really, really bad. And he just had his corneas replaced. He was having some cataracts, so it didn't help. But he's got macular degeneration, which really doesn't get fixed. It doesn't come back. So that's his problem. Is like right now he can't even see with his glasses. He's having a hard time reading things. So
Does he get the shots in his eyeballs?
yes.
Oh!
Yeah.
How is there anybody in the world who is okay with doing that process?
He did it for like a year, and it really didn't help at all.
As a student, like how in the hell would you ever do that for the first time? Ugh!
I know,
it's so mortifying to me. But I've known lots of people who've had it done, and like, oh God.
That sounds really, really painful to me. His eyeballs are just so sensitive, I mean, but yeah, no. So I'm pleased with some progress there. My place today is like kind of. I got a bunch of Amazon packages, so I got empty boxes and just stuff laying around. And I think we talked about it before, but yeah, just the correlation. I forget how strong it is between just my physical environment and my mental environment. So yeah, I'm gonna spend some time today cleaning up because I was gonna do yesterday, and I watched football all day and not doing it, and I just feel like I can't sit down and do stuff with everything around me. So.
Yeah, it takes energy when you're surrounded by clutter because your eyeballs or your poof. I'm not even going to complete that sentence.
But every second I I should pick that up. I should put that away. No, later. I'll do it later. And it just it's so illogical. I mean, if I could just do it right then.
Well, maybe you should play the little game I play. Sometimes it's like, oh, I have laundry to fold. I'm like, I'll do that later. And when it pops into my head, I say, why not now? And oftentimes I'll just
There's
get on
no,
with it. It's
there's
like,
no reason for you
why
not to do
not now? Let's not think about it and talk myself into not doing it. Let's just, why not now?
it. There's no logical reason not to.
Yeah. Well, for some reason that sometimes just makes me do things. So yay.
Yeah.
Like read my book yesterday. Oh, I almost forgot.
Drink.
So, yeah. Oh, I can't wait for everyone to read my book or anybody who wants to. I've been getting my beta readers ready.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
compiling a list of my beta readers to write. So I guess the thing is, if you have at least 10 reviews on Amazon prior to your launch, it changes the algorithm or whatever in your
really?
favor. Yeah, and so I'll have some, what do they call them? Are they packs? Like whatever. People, well, what I'm calling my group is Colleen's Master Betas, TM. So yeah, and I think I've gotten at least 13 so far, so I'll probably leave it at that. Yeah, with the agreement, and I'm gonna have type 5 security. One second, let's bring them back up. I'm gonna have type 5 security backing me up here. Where am I? Okay, type 5 security, my sponsor for this week. Type 5, like type 5 fist, and type 5 if you're a stand-up, if you need that explanation. Yeah, and now I already forgot what I was gonna hire type 5.
Your Amazon reviews. For when you get famous, and you're going to need people to keep you safe from all the naysayers.
And I even have, like, I have my notes on my iPhone, and like I list different T-shirt ideas that I share with you, Coop, and sponsor ideas. And I also have one called My Type 5. And I was thinking, oh, wouldn't that be great to come up with a Type 5? Like, in case I was ever in a situation where I needed a Type 5. And it is not great. It is not great. Like, one of the entries I have from probably a couple of years ago is like the fearless crew of the of Gilligan's Island. Like the song is the fearless crew, and that's like the skipper and Gilligan. That's
Yeah.
All right, folks, that's all my time here. Gotta go. Yeah, so I have good stuff like that on my type 5, and honestly, I do not spend a lot of time on that. So it's just part of my silliness, including my Fatty Awards from today. Chris Rock's Paper Scissors, in case you didn't hear earlier, is the winner of the first annual Fatties Award. Not fatties. I'm not talking about weight. I'm talking about fake advertisements. Okay?
Yes.
So calm down. I'm not body shaming anybody. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I have not much of a bandwidth for a lot of things. My brain is kind of full. A little less full since I handed over my manuscript to Julie. But I have a lot of things going on. So unless you have something else to share, Coop, let's go ahead and do some magic.
No, a couple things you said I want to remark on now. I can't remember, but yeah, swastikas go back to like cave paintings and stuff. They're that old of a.
Wait, what goes back that far?
Swastikas.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cavemen, like Cro-Magnon, like Lascaux, and all those places, kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, just a people had a lot to say about like in the dark, under sensory deprivation, our brains will a lot of times produce visual hallucinations, and that's one of the patterns that comes out is swastikas and spirals, a lot of spirals, and a lot of the symbols that we see in cave paintings. Just kind of somehow our brain produces these shapes and patterns, and that's one of the first things we recorded.
Wow, that's fascinating. And this just in, have a magical day, but don't leave yet. Okay, so shall we do some magic and get out of here? And yeah, but seriously, maybe it was before we got on camera, Coop, but you had said that would make a good T-shirt, Type 5 security.
Yeah, I totally. I can see a big fist right there.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave and I, during our mandatory cuddling time before we get up in the morning, this morning, we were working on my explanation for Type 5 security. And I'm pretty proud of the Type 5 security will beat your stalker to the punch line. Yeah,
Punch.
like,
Like,
yeah. Anyway,
on the banner, you replace the word "the" with "to," just so you know you have a typo on your banner.
oh, okay. Thank you. Awesome. And Dave said, I forgot this part, but he said maybe it should be Type 5 Security is sponsored by Chris Rock's Paper Scissors.
Yeah, yeah. And Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
And Dave Chappelle. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some magic. What am I looking for? Nothing. I've already smudged. I can do this. Oh, we have a comment. Let's check it out. Art Nurka say, loved your newsletter today, especially a fatty award going to Chris Rock's Paper Scissors. Thank you. And to be specific, it's Chris Rock's Paper Scissors TM. Yeah. Just love to TM things. All right. So let's go ahead for whoever's playing, watching now or in the future. Let's go ahead and ground ourselves and do some magic. So let's pick a chakra. I don't know. How about, since we're talking about Type 5 today, let's go with our 5th chakra, which is our throat chakra, speaking our truth or not. Yeah, let's go with width. So I believe it's blue. Yeah. And I just have to go Roy G. Biv up the line here. Anyway, so let's fill our throat chakras, our 5th chakras, with beautiful blue energy, blue light. And let's expand that light out into the far reaches of the universe, including dipping down into beautiful Mother Earth Gaia, forming some deep, deep grounding roots, bringing up some of her energy, opening up our crown chakras to allow in cosmic energy so it can meet up with Gaia energy to create an interface for us between heaven and earth. Okay, so let's put out an announcement or a call to any and all dead people, stuck souls that need an exit strategy and care of our good friend Jesus, more than likely. Sheesh. Yeah. So putting out the call for any dead people need some help moving on to the next step, to the light, no questions asked. So, all right, first of all, my name is Colleen, and look how giant my hand looks. Woo! Okay, so it's safe and appropriate to work with the group today, magic-wise? Yep. Okay, so are there any deceased people, stuck souls that need some help? Some exit strategy, care of our friend Jesus. Yep. Are we ready? Jesus, are you ready? Yep. Okay. Give us a moment. Say goodbye to your dead little friends. All right. So, Jesus, have you successfully released these dead people to the light? Yep. Thank you. You're awesome. All right. So let's move on. So is there, and I'll just put this out there. Dave texted me when he got to work this morning, and he said on the way, on his drive to work, he's had this problem. He might need a root canal. Bummer. But he has this tooth problem, and it started, what do you say, thumping or pulsing or throbbing?
Yes.
Throbbing on the way to work today, and put in an emergency call to the dentist for hopefully tomorrow. So any well wishes sent Dave's way are welcome. Okay, so let's see what we can do magic-wise for the group today, watching now or in the future. All right, so is there some magic we can do? Yes. This is on my master menu. It is. This is in column A. No. Column B. Yeah. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1? Yeah. In row 3? No. Okay, that's taking me to my dimensions chart. So let's see what dimension is showing up for the group today. All right, so this dimension is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. And our winner is male or female dimension. Okay, so that's the one we're working on. All right, I'll get a yes. Okay, so is there some cleanup we need to do on aisle male, female dimension? Yes, okay. For those who need it, this is in something on my master menu. It is. So let me just make a note here. All right, so this is in column A, no. Column B, no. What would be column C whenever I clean up my master menu? Yes. Okay, this is an incarnation issue. No. Supported optimism infusion upgrade? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to be completing this supported optimism infusion upgrade for the group, for whoever needs it. Yes. This is safe and appropriate from the light. Yes. Are we ready? We are. Am I a monkey? No. Okay, good. So that's a legit yes. Okay, so here we go. And all you need to do, well, you don't need to do jack shit. If this energy is for you, your energy will receive it. Yeah, but if you'd like to, you can join me in closing your eyes and just relax and be in allowing mode. Here we go. All right. Have we successfully completed this supported optimism infusion upgrade for whoever needs it today, watching now or in the future? Yes. And I just remembered, this week has been a little bit of a whirlwind. And even though I was super busy, and if you know anything about me, like I've had this strained relationship with my parents for the last 6+ years. Read all about it in my book, drink. But it's been really great because my mom and I were both sensitive souls and our energy has been entangled for way too long. So something happened and it busted us up, and we're working on reestablishing our relationship. And everything is friendly right now, but we're still just leaving it to email, which is absolutely fine with me. That's what my mom feels most comfortable with. And I enjoy the space. I appreciate the space. Yeah, because we used to talk like every day, which was great at the time, but this is what needs to happen. Anyway, so for like the first time in maybe 6 years, my mom had asked me to work on my dad because of, he had a stiff sore neck that wasn't going away and it was freaking her out. And so I did some work for my dad, and the next day, I forget everything he said, but he felt like he started to heal, and several miracles took place. Lots of realizations. And one of the things that showed up for him was working on untangling some energetic stuff from when he was like 3 years old. And he told me like 3 years old is when his father, his birth father, not the grandfather I grew up knowing, but his birth father, that's when he came home from the war, like WW2. Yeah, and how he had gotten in his little 3-year-old mind, which haunted him for probably decades, is he had it in his head that all men have to go to war. And that didn't sit right with him. Like, how fucking scary. Yeah. And then I guess he had such lovely results that my mom was like, would you mind doing one for me too? And I did. And her response the next day was that she woke up feeling happier and better than she had in years. So it's like, oh, that's nice. Wow. Yeah, so that's lovely. And I don't say that to brag, but I just always want to point out how powerful energy work is. And most people just don't. Well, I think most people don't even know it's a thing. And I'll just keep reminding you that it is indeed a thing. And that's what I'm hoping to teach whoever wants to in my book drink. Yeah, my book is really beautiful. It really is. It really is, like for reals. Anyway, talk about a labor of love. Woo! Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and check in and see if there's anything else to do magic-wise for the group today. And as always, let me just put it up again. If I can be of any assistance to you with some energy work, please contact me at Energy Healing with Colleen. Unless you have my phone number, then texting is always the best. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing, so is there something else to do for the group today, magic-wise? Yes. This is on my master menu? Yes. This is in column A? Yes. In an odd numbered row? Oh, I'm sorry. We're still cleaning up our male-female dimension.
Oh,
so
yeah.
is there more to clean up for our male-female dimension? Yes. This is on my master menu. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In the 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Yes. Okay. That leads me to a vow. So a vow, an agreement, a contract. Yeah. So let me get to the right page. Okay. This is a personal vow for whoever needs it. Yep. This personal vow is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. No. In row 2, 4, 6. A vow of servitude. Ugh, vomit. Okay. All right. So
How do you really feel?
I don't know. And vomiting, like you laughing, me saying vomit immediately makes me go to that party you had where I got way too drunk. You took me to your room, put me on your bed, gave me a bucket full of holes on the bottom.
Did you think about it? Yeah, we had like $200 worth of booze and not a lick of food in the house.
Why didn't we ever have food at our parties? Like it was back then, it was just so dumb. We were young and dumb and lots of fun. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we've had a few vomit experiences together. So yeah. So that being said, a vow of servitude, personal vow of servitude for whoever needs it to clean up our male-female dimensions. Okay. So it's safe and appropriate and from the light, and we're ready to go ahead and clear this vow of servitude for whoever needs it. Yep. Let's do it. Give me a moment. Okay. All right, so have we successfully cleared this vow of servitude for whoever needs it in their male-female dimension? Yes. Okay, so is there anything else energetic to do for the group today? Yes, this is on my master menu. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Going back, I have notes, but I have them covered up, so I'm not noticing them, so that's not super helpful. Oh, but first, Marianne is saying, hello, Colleeny Weenie. That's me. Okay, so let's go ahead and find Marianne's amazing theme song, if I do say so myself, and I do. Here you go.
Marianne has a fabulous pair of cans. Colleen once made a cake, but there is no mistake. Hey, hey, let's welcome Marianne. Welcome.
All right, welcome, Marianne. Okay. All right. So I was gonna say something else, but damn it, I forgot. But I'm sure it was really brilliant. Let's just assume. Oh, Blanca's here. You know what that means. Here you go, Blanca.
Blanca. Oh, Blanca. Thank you for showing up today. Yay!
All right. So welcome. Okay. So let's see if there's something else. Oh, Coop just stepped out for a moment. I'm sure he'll be back. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else to do energetically to clean up our male slash female dimensions. So this is on my master menu, and there is more to clean up. Yes. Okay, this is in column A. Yes, a very popular column. This is in an odd numbered row. No. This is in an even numbered row. Yeah. Okay, this is in row 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10. Man, it's hard to hold my hand that still without. Usually, I have some support under my elbow, just so you know, when I'm working. Okay, so that's taking us to the ever popular frozen negative emotion or an atrophied positive emotion. So let's figure out which one it is. All right, so this is a frozen negative emotion. Yeah. Okay, this frozen negative emotion on my negative emotion chart is in column A in an odd numbered row, in row 1, in row 3. Okay, so anger, the ever popular frozen anger. Yeah, just sitting in the background, leaching out or emitting its poisonous vapors into your life as you're just trying to get through the day. So why did Coop just send me a text? Oh, he's trying to get back online. So you're sending some love to Coop, but he gets back online. So we've got some frozen anger to thaw out and reintegrate for whoever needs it. And as I talk about in my book, Drink, when anger, like big time anger, gets elicited in me and I clean it up, that's always, or pretty much always, pretty much always a doorway to more expansion and good stuff. When it alerts me and I clean it up, I acknowledge it for what it is, a trigger, and I clean it up, and then life just gets better. Yeah. So let's. So is this frozen energy of anger for whoever needs it? It's ready and willing, and it's safe and appropriate from the light to go ahead and thaw it and reintegrate that energy into our system so it's no longer lurking in the background. Yes, we're going to use bypass circuitry to disrupt this pattern. Yes, and just a reminder, bypass circuitries are handled by Mother Earth Gaia, and as I mentioned, I see them as pattern disruptors. So let's see which one resonates. This bypass circuitry is in column A. Column B, yes. In an odd numbered row, yes. In row 1, yes. In row 3, no. Okay, so row 1. Okay, this one is a mouthful. This is the longest one. And once again, I go with the words that resonate, and these words were given to me by a group of trusted guides. So here we go. This pattern disruptor slash bypass circuitry is called emotional autophagy. Ultimately, it's like taking the trash out. That's what autophagy is. Interdimensional recalibration and spiritual Merkaba or Merkaba reignition. So that being said, Gaia, are you ready to facilitate the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this frozen energy of anger for whoever needs it, watching now or in the future? Yes. All right, this is safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? Okay, Gaia, do your thing. And I'm just going to close my eyes and hold space for everybody. Here we go. And while Gaia's doing that, let's go ahead and just bring up our sponsor this week once again in my amazing ticker tape option on StreamYard. Type 5 security will beat your stalker to the punchline. Type 5 security. Yeah. And oftentimes, like if Dave and I, like if we're giving each other like just a playful threat, yeah, we don't threaten each other. So it's always a playful threat if we threaten each other. And I like to quote, I believe it was Lucy from the Peanuts slash Charlie Brown cartoons. It's like, I'll give you 5 good reasons. Oh, she said it to Linus, and Linus's comeback was, those are good reasons. So we say that one a lot. But thank you to Type 5 Security And once again, just a reminder, mention Magic Mondays for I'm sorry. Mention Magic Mondays for one free punch of your stalker with brass knuckles. That's right. Mention Magic Mondays for that. Okay. So, all right. So Gaia, have you successfully facilitated the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this frozen energy of anger for whoever needs it today or watching in the future? Yes. Thank you, Gaia. You're awesome. All right. So is there anything else to clean up energetically regarding our male-female dimensions? No. Okay. Is there something else energetic to do for the group today? Yeah. Okay. So this is something on my magic, I'm sorry, on my master menu, Magic Monday. Where am I? Master menu. Yes. This is in column A. Once again, yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1. Yes. In row 3. No. Okay, so that's taking us to negative portals. Some kind of energetic connection to, as I like to say, Shitsville, USA, or something like that. So let's see what kind of portal this resonates as. This is a dimensional spiral portal. Nope. This is what I playfully call a seal-em-up portal. No. Okay. It's something on this page. No. On this page, yes. Okay, it's this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, so the subcategory of negative portals is opening the vulnerability code. And I'll tell you who handles those portals in a second. Let's figure out the name of it. So this portal is in column A, column B. Yeah. Okay, in an odd numbered row? No. In row 2? Yes. Okay, so this one's called Barricade to Miracles. Let's get rid of that fucker right now with the help of Archimedes, who is a dragon. So Archimedes, are you ready to go ahead and take care of or seal up this opening the vulnerability code, barricade to miracles, negative portal for whoever needs it watching now or in the future? Yep. This is safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? We are. So I'm going to close my eyes and hold space for Archimedes to take care of this for whoever needs it. Here we go. Okay. Archimedes, have you successfully sealed up this portal for whoever needs it? Yep. Thank you. Awesome. All right. So is there anything else energetic to do for the group today? Yep. Okay. This is on my master menu. It is. This is in column A. No. Column B. Yes. Okay. This is in an odd numbered row. No, this is in an even numbered row. Okay. So this is in row 2, 4, 4. Yes. Okay. 6. No. Okay. So that leads me to what resonates as a suffering loop. Yeah. I always think of, when this comes up, I always think of like suffering with a headache. And I'm not one to take pharmaceuticals. Like I rarely take pharmaceuticals. And when I do, it's like aspirin or ibuprofen or something. But pills scare me. Not supplements, but like, yeah, pharmaceuticals scare me. They have their time and place, but I think they're way overused. And as you all know by now, I am, well, as a chiropractor and energy healer, I'm all about setting the body up, our bodies up for healing naturally. But sometimes you gotta use some aspirin. But anyway, so I think of it, sometimes it's like when I have a headache and I just can't break that cycle with anything natural, I'll take some aspirin to, in essence, disrupt that suffering loop. So first of all, so there's a suffering loop that needs to be disrupted for the group. Yes, we're going to use a magic doorway to disrupt this suffering loop for the group. Yes, a group loop, if you will, not to be confused with Fruit Loops. Okay, so this is in column A on my magic doorways chart. Yes, this is in an odd numbered row. No, it's in row 2. Okay. Dismantling to the constraints of peace. Dismantling the constraints to peace. Sounds good to me. So it's safe and appropriate to run our suffering loops through this magic doorway, dismantling the constraints to peace. Are we ready? And this is safe and appropriate for everyone who needs it. Yep. Okay, let's do it. Give me a moment. Okay. All right. Have we successfully dismantled this suffering loop for whoever needs it? Yep. Okay. Is there anything else energetic to do for the group today? No. Okay. So we are complete. And bummer that Coop can get back on. But, well, that's okay. Yeah. Technology can be a bitch sometimes. So, or a bastard. Let's not use women. Wow. Why am I even still trying to talk? Um, let's just say my bandwidth is small. Is that right? Is that how you say it? I'm technologically challenged, so I don't even know the lingo. Anyway, we're done with some energy work, right? Yes. Put down the pendulum before I ask another question. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. And thank you once again to my sponsor this week, Type 5 Security. We'll beat your stalker to the punch line. That's right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much. You have absolutely no idea. Well, maybe you have a little idea. But I really appreciate you tuning in. Even if you just pop in for your personalized theme song, that is fine by me. If you get anything out of this silliness and this playing with magic, I'm thrilled, and I highly encourage you, once again, to go to my website and sign up for my weekly newsletter so we can stay in touch. And you always have that link to if the shit hits the fan and you're like, oh, what should I do? Oh, yeah, Colleen or somebody like me. Yeah. Whew. And Marianne says, it always makes me happy. Thanks, Marianne. Anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and sign off with my beautiful theme song from Artica Productions. And let's just have one more
Drink.
for the road. And yeah, okay, I'm tired of hearing my own voice. You probably are too. Have a beautiful week. I hope fabulous things are unfolding for you. If I can be of any assistance to you with some magic, or if you just want to say hi, please reach out. I always love to hear from you. And yeah, Marianne says, thanks for the positive vibes. And thank you for showing up. I love you. And let's go ahead and wrap this up. Here we go. Bye.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Cole.